Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson is an astrophysicist and the author of the #1 best-selling books, Starry Messenger, and To Infinity and Beyond, A Journey of Cosmic Discovery. He is the director of the Hayden Planetarium at the American Museum of Natural History, where he has served since 1996. Neil is the two-time host of the beloved TV series Cosmos, rebooting the original 1980 series hosted by Carl Sagan. He is also the host and co-founder of the popular Emmy-nominated podcast Star Talk and its spin-off Star Talk Special Edition, which combines science, humor, and pop culture. 2024 marks the 15th anniversary of Star Talk. Dr. Tyson is a recipient of 25 honorary degrees, the Public Welfare Medal from the National Academy of Sciences, and the Distinguished Public Service Medal from NASA. Special note, asteroid 13123 Tyson is named in his honor.
I've been sitting at the same table with him tonight, and what I learned about him is that he is a man who cares about young people. If you saw him talking to our students, he actually focused on them, had conversations. It was wonderful. He is also a man who cares about what's going on right now in our city of New York, in our country of the United States of America. Neil deGrasse Tyson, a wonderful man. Thank you. You're going to talk,
right? I'd like to clarify a couple of notes of that introduction. First, yes, there is an asteroid named after me. But before I accepted that honor, I double-checked it's not headed towards Earth. You don't want the asteroid with your name putting civilization at risk. Further, when I was offered to receive this award, I'd not heard of the Finley Award, but then I saw the list of previous winners, and I said, I can't compete with any of that. Have you all seen that list? I mean, I got the list here. So they're actors: Felicia Rashad, F. Murray Abraham, Ruby Dee, Rita Moreno, Tony Randall, Kitty Carlisle. I don't act. Although, don't tell anybody, but I had a cameo in Sharknado 6. I think I was overlooked by the Academy that year. Oh, but then what worried me is one of the actors to receive an award, the Finley Award, was Eli Wallach. Now, the man's been around for decades, and he gets the award at age 94. Then he dies 4 years later. So what's up with that? All right, then there are the athletes. Okay, Joe Namath, of course, won the Super Bowl for New York City and the Jets. So then I look, well, when did he get this award? It was in 2020. And I'm thinking, he won the Super Bowl before we landed on the moon. Did you only just notice him now? Then by the way, I've done athletics, but not professional sports, so I can't come in on that category. And then they're like politicians, 3 mayors of New York, plus Charlie Rangel. Okay, can't compete with that. Then there are news people, Barbara Walters, Al Roker. I've been on the news, interviewed by them, but I'm not the news people. Okay, so that didn't work. Then there are writers, Neil Simon, Arthur Miller, Jimmy Breslin. Now, I write, but I don't like shake up the world with my writing as these authors have done. Oh, then I noticed Jimmy Breslin got the award in 2020, but he died 3 years before that. You see, you're waiting too long for these awards. What else here? Performers, Beverly Sills, Harry Belafonte. So I thought to myself, why me? I don't know. Plus, I have no actual connection to CCNY, like ever. However, here are some true facts. My sister got her bachelor's degree in psychology from CCNY. My brother, an artist who illustrated my latest book, where we have a merging of science and art and illustration, he got his MFA at CCNY. My father was vice president of community affairs at CCNY. Under the physicist president, Bob Marshak. His brother got a degree in engineering from CCNY. And my parents got married in the Church of the Assunciation here down the street. I know it's not on the campus, but it's right there, okay? So I feel genetically connected to this institution. So then I thought, all right, I have some genetic connection, but still, why would I get this award? Then I noticed you have to be a servant of New York. Excel in your field and serve the New York population. I'm born and raised New Yorker. Born and raised, okay? But in the bio given for me, none of that was specifically New York related. So I thought maybe I should share with you what I've done in New York. And then you might agree that maybe I could win the award, okay? How about that? So, I have been at the American Museum of Natural History as director of our beloved Hayden Planetarium for as many years as I was old at the time I arrived at the American Museum of Natural History. Half my life is given unto this great institution of ours, the American Museum of Natural History. One of your architects helped design and build the Rose Center for Earth and Space. I'm the Frederick P. Rose director of that institution. So I'm thinking I'm giving that to New York because as a kid, I got interested in the universe walking through those halls, looking at the night sky as the lights dimmed. And I was starstruck from age 9 And to this day, it's not only an obligation, it's a duty, it's a privilege to see other kids come through that facility and look up starstruck as I did, having been served by educators and scientists then the way it was my obligation to serve them today. So that's a little piece of me in New York that I want to share. But also, when I was a kid, I did research on monuments in the British Isles that resembled Stonehenge. Stonehenge is the most famous. There's tons of those, literally, tons of those rocks throughout the countryside, some of them uncharted. I was already into the universe. I was part of an expedition to study those stones to see if there were cosmic alignments, just as were discovered with Stonehenge. I was imprinted by that. So I come back to New York after I go away to college, and I say, I wonder if there are alignments in New York the way these stones aligned for the ancient peoples in the British Isles. So I walked into the middle of Central Park, and I looked around, and I said, well, if the sun sets there and the moon rises, I couldn't come up with anything gripping. And then I resorted to what I knew would work. I found the days, and there's only 2 of them, where the sun sets exactly on the Manhattan grid. I took the first photos of this, risking my life, because you have to get in the middle of a cross street and just stand there and take a picture. I published the picture. I called it Manhattan Henge, having been imprinted by Stonehenge itself. Slowly over the years, more and more people started flooding the streets, and now tens of thousands of people stop traffic for a cosmic reason that has nothing to do with police activity or Con Ed digging holes. And I'm happy to report that the very word Manhattan Henge since then has been lifted into the Oxford English Dictionary as a new word. So if I'm remembered for anything in New York, it may be that. Pointing out something that was always there, but you're not going to stop in it has to be clear over New Jersey, which is very rare, first of all, because that's where the sun is setting. You have to be crossing in the exact moment this is happening, on the exact day. So it's easy for this to have just gone unnoticed for generations. But I codified it, it's in the books. Celebrate it, because it's our universe juxtaposed with our city. And if I feel I've earned the Finley Award, if for no other reason, it would be for that gift to New York. Thank you all for this recognition. Thank you.